We've got an incredible roster of speakers today. I actually feel really quite insignificant in all of this when I look at the backgrounds and the academic qualifications that some of today's speakers have got. Our first session is going to be all about the ECIA and EUROSAI collaboration that I have just talked about. And on that, I'm very pleased that I'm going to be welcoming Soledad Llamas, who is the chairman of the ECIA-EUROSAI working group, and then our colleague Sylvia Kalnins, who is the head of strategy and development for state audit in Latvia. She is the chair of the EUROSAI ECI working group. So I'm not going to say much more. I'm going to hand over to Soledad and Sylvia, who are the experts here, and get them to talk about what we're doing on the collaborative front at the moment between our two organisations.
Okay, thank you, Jo. Good morning, everyone. The cooperation between ECIA and EUROSAI is real. In 2014, I started this project that still continues. This cooperation has different goals: use a common language, understand the common rules, and appropriate use of standards, and of course, share knowledge. We have had 3 different periods with 3 different SAIs in charge of the project from EUROSAI: Belgium, the Netherlands, and Latvia. In 2014, we signed the first Memorandum of Understanding. Signature for both presidents in The Hague, giving way to a productive cooperation. Is the next slide, I think so. You can see here the photo. Here, exactly. We signed this first Memorandum of Understanding in The Hague with both presidents for both organizations, from ECIA and EUROSAI. And in collaboration with the SAI of Belgium, we published several documents, such as coordination and comparison between SAIs and internal auditors, comparison of SAIs and internal audit organization, audit committee in the European public sector. You can find all these common publications on ECIA webpage. We participated as ECIA in EUROSAI Gold Team 2 meetings, culminating in the first Common Congress in Brussels, as you can see here in the photo, in 2017, with speakers from all over Europe and presidents of the SAIs and internal auditors from the European public sector. The opportunity arose to have a network of experts in the public sector to collaborate on the project, and this is the figure of the contact person. There are 35 people, 1 per country, who collaborate in surveys, disseminate news, or attend events like this one. We are very grateful, and I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate them for their work with us. Thank you. You are a very important part of this project. This is the next slide that we can see all the different countries that collaborate with us. Wait a minute, now we are going to see this slide, I think so. Exactly. This is all the contact person that we have around Europe that collaborate with us. So thank you for all of them. Next slide. In 2018, ECIA decided to create the Public Sector Committee with 7 countries, and these fantastic colleagues helped to promote good governance in the public sector in Europe. In that moment, we also decided that this committee will have a specific subcommittee that still continues to collaborate with EUROSAI, and I have the honor to lead this subcommittee with Melvin Nate. In following cooperation, we lead from EUROSAI by the Netherlands. Sorry, wait a minute. In this year, from 2018 to 2021, we focused the objective on non-financial and integrated reporting in the public sector. In 2019, we participated in ECIA Annual Congress, presenting the progress in Luxembourg, as you can see here in the photo. Because of the pandemic, we have to adapt the collaboration, and we did 3 webinars. We were shared the progress and finally the document that we are going to discuss this morning with more detail. And in 2022, we started a new stage, this time with the side of Latvia. We are going to sign a memorandum of understanding and a terms of reference to strengthen this collaboration. And in this moment, this new project, the topic chosen to start is assurance collaboration, the role of internal and external auditors. This new project in this new project, we are going to analyze different points. For example, the different forms of cooperation, the use of different models and approaches, for example, certification, collaborative mechanisms in developing capacity of internal and external auditors. And it's very important. Our idea is to start with a survey for the contact people to learn about the situation in Europe and also best practices and tools. We analyzed some of these points in 2016, and we are going to compare the results and see the evolution. It's an honor to collaborate with the professionals of Belgium and the Dutch side, and we are very happy about this new project with our Latvian colleagues.
Thank you very much, Soledad. Very nice introduction of our work together, and we're also very happy about this, that we are going to cooperate together. Maybe going back to what Joanne said, I wanted to say, I'm not sure that you would be happier to be in Latvia today, because we do have sun, but we also have snow. So, you know, maybe you'd rather have the not so good weather in exchange for the snow that we have and the cold we have. So dear colleagues across the European Confederation of Institutes of Internal Auditors and across the European Organization of Supreme Audit Institutions, it is a pleasure to come together today to discuss and exchange experiences on the challenges we face in our work in the public sector. From the perspective of EUROSAI, the collaboration with ECIIA and ourselves is important work for us to focus on. It's cooperation between our organization that has become some time ago, as was explained by Soledad, with the Belgian Court of Audit taking the lead from the side of EUROSAI some years ago. On behalf of EUROSAI, the Court of Audit of the Netherlands took on the baton next and has had great success in working together with the Confederation on integrated reporting, the focus of the panel session this morning. The work conducted on the integrated reporting and the outcome, which will be focused upon later today, is a great testament to what can be achieved when our organizations combine their efforts to focus on ways we can support one another. The National Audit Office of Latvia from mid-2021 is the next Supreme Audit institution to take on the baton from the Netherlands in leading EUROSAI in cooperation with the European Confederation of Institutes of Internal Auditors. From our side in Latvia, on the national level, we recognize very well the importance of working with internal auditors. Sound and regular communication among us, sharing experiences and information helps us to keep up with the pertinent issues in the public sector and create synergies to reach the best impact in our work. Thus, we are honored to be able to be part of solidifying cooperation between internal auditors and supreme audit institutions also on the regional level. As the internal audit function is an integral part of governance activities of the government and other public entities, EUROSAI members can benefit from being in a position of improving awareness of what and how best to make use of the work of internal auditors. The project group, which Soledad explained in more detail, established has an overall objective to facilitate common language understanding between EUROSAI and ECIIA and to promote common roles and appropriate uses of standards and share knowledge. Both our organizations have members across Europe already having excellent examples of cooperation between public sector, internal, external auditors. The scope and formats of our cooperation are expanding over the years and is not limited to communication and using each other's works, planning the audit work, but also we have excellent cooperation examples in developing common experience exchange and capacity building seminars, participation of external audit representatives within the internal audit management structures. Specifically, the project group that we have established will enhance knowledge on assurance coordination and its benefits to EUROSAI and ECIIA members. We will build on this, and I'm confident that the work will result in increased collaboration on assurance coordination and its benefits to members assembled, engaging members in providing best practices and tools. We look forward to this work together, and as we go through the program today, on behalf of the EUROSAI board, I wish you all the best success in this exchange to extract solutions to motivate and practically implement and further our work in the public sector. We are partners by nature as we work to a common goal, to facilitate effective and efficient operation of public institutions and the whole public sector. Success and endurance in your work. Thank you.
Soledad, Sylvia, thank you so much for that great summary about the committee's history, how we've arrived at the report on integrated reporting that we're going to be discussing in more detail this morning, and also the fact that the cooperation between our two organisations is going to be continuing. There's really good work that comes out of working together and seeing us as auditors rather than internal and external auditors first. So that's fabulous. Sylvia, thank you so much. I know you're going to be leaving us now, and we are going to be asking Soledad to stay with us.